welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. So I know like we're smack in the middle of January and I'm just posting my first video and I'm talking about Happy New Year, but I feel like doesn't matter, better now than never, be whatever they say. So for today's video I was going to talk about I will be talking about like my vision board and stuff like that. I feel like every time is a new year or a new season or whatever the case may be, mostly during the new year, everybody has their way of recharging, re-energizing, basically they feel like it's a fresh start, it's a clean slate. You just want to do things differently every time the year starts. And I know like everybody, even I personally don't actually believe in the whole new year resolution thing. Like I feel like it's a waste of time, but it works for some people. Some people will actually fine, they can make a resolution and they can stick to it. But then there are different kinds of people, and I feel like there are some people who are visual people. Like if you see what it is that you have in mind, or if you have a physical representation that keeps you focused on a certain thing, you are more likely to focus your energy on that, or just be constantly reminded that, oh, this is what I want to strive to achieve this year. So for me, resolutions don't work, but for me I choose to like do a vision board because there's like physical representation. There's like, I don't know, if you're like a symbolic person, yes, if you're like the person who is like into symbolism, you have things that constantly represent what it is that you are about, then that just helps you greatly. So that's the kind of person that I am. For another person, the vision board might seem stupid, it may not be their cup of tea, it may not be their thing, but for me this works perfectly. I've been doing vision boards for like, I'd say a good 3-4 years. I always used to use like my dresser, the top of my table, my drawer, whatever you want to call it, and just stick things there that I want to achieve, or things that I wanted to like pay special attention to, and tell myself that, oh, this year I actually want to achieve this year I want to make sure that I put in energy or extra time in making sure that I achieve ABC goal or whatever goal it is that I had in mind. So this year actually, because we move around a lot, like if you're still in school, and then with the whole COVID thing, it's like resume, don't resume, stay here, don't go there, don't do this, like. So I was looking for a way to make my vision board, but then for it to still be portable and fit into my whole moving up and down. And I just figured that, oh, why don't I just do it on my tablet? It's just like creating a big collage anyway. So I used PixArt, and I just went on Pinterest. I checked for some things, some quotes and things that just fit into what it is that I was trying to achieve this year, the things that I had set as goals for myself. I'm going to tell you guys really quickly how I make my vision boards. Typically I would just sit down at first and make a list of things that I want to. So the first thing is for you to make a list. To make this list easier, you can divide your things into category. For me, I always do things on career, my health, spirituality, and any other thing that may just come to mind, and then you write little things under those subheadings to make sure that you're focusing your goals. And then just make sure that when you are making these vision boards, you are being really realistic with yourself. You're not setting things that are just, I don't know, out of this world just because you feel like, oh, I should have this on my board or it would be really cool. This is your most honest and your most realistic representation of things that you want to put extra energy into, or you want to make sure that you are focused on. I just realized that for the kind of person that I am, if I wake up in the morning and I were to see like really positive quotes, nice affirmations, or just wake up to seeing things that I can relate to, that affects the way I go into my day, my mindset for the day, or how I look at things, or just the way I'm feeling about myself. And so when I wake up and I decide to do my vision board on something that like I know I look at a lot, so I would always have to remind myself that, oh, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. Because if I keep things in my head, oh my god, I would just start stressing myself out. I'll start overthinking about it, and then eventually I'll be like, you know what, I don't know, let me even go and sit down safe. I cannot come and kill myself. So it's just a very easy and very simple way of making sure that you are directing your energy towards the right things, that you're putting your energy towards the right things. So I'm just going to quickly tell you guys what some stuff that's on my vision board, why they're there, and Yeah, this is the best that I can do. It has like this whole, it's not really showing that well, so I'll try and put it on maybe this side of the screen or something, but I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see what my vision board for this year looks like. It has like a whole, I did like a whole theme and everything, so I went with like certain colors. I was doing like all pastel-ish looking colors, but some of the things on my vision board this year was obviously to work more on YouTube, make sure, that's why I have like my little YouTube, stop reflecting, see here, if you can see it really closely, my little YouTube logo over there, to make sure that I remind myself to always like try to film. It's not the easiest thing to do, but to always like remember to film, keep on schedule. Then Instagram, I'm like the worst at taking pictures, so I have to learn to like always stay active, and you know, I'm trying to grow like my Instagram and all whatnot, because you know that's part of YouTube and Instagram are like sisters, like they go hand in hand. So another thing I put was obviously spirituality. Put God first. So just make sure that you always keep in mind that whatever it is you're doing, God comes first. Girl boss, obviously that's self-explanatory. This picture actually represents like travel and all whatnot. It's going to be on the side of the screen, and then I'll also post it on my Instagram story, so it will be, the link will be down, so it can take you directly to what my vision board for this year is. So this was just travel, just to remind me to just try and be a little bit more adventurous. I feel like I always talk about, I want to go here, and I never actually do it, because I just find a way of getting in my own way, or like something never lets me. So I feel like, yeah, this was on my vision board. This is like a fountain pen and a book, handwriting, because I like to write, but then most of the times I just get in my own head and don't do it, like I said. So this is just to remind me to make sure that I write more. This is a little heart that says financial freedom, which means like I want to start saving and make sure that you know, I'm being really smart about my money, or whatever the case may be. I have something over here about over here about like working out, because I wanted to start exercising a little bit more. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to become like a whole fitness enthusiast. I mean, exercise is hard, but then I felt like, you know, just part of taking care of your body is exercising, and I felt like, you know, which I've already started. I don't like it, but then I've already started. Like, I just jog every morning, not every morning, but like I try to jog like 3 times a week now, and I'm getting used to it. And then I put like an affirmation under it that says, I will work out, I will eat clean, I will do this day after day, no matter what. Because, and then it now says no one will doubt me. So keep yourself motivated, people of God. And then it has this lady just chilling with like some wine and reading a book, because the motto for this year is luxury is my spirit animal. Luxury is my spirit animal. So yeah, it's just like I want this whole year to just be really chill, just, you know, about focus. Why is this hair always in my mouth? Just focusing on myself, building myself as a person, as a brand, because I don't know. And then this is also there's a little TV icon here. Sorry, I keep trying to zoom in. There's a little TV icon here. This TV icon is because obviously anybody who has known me for the longest time has always known that I've always wanted to work in TV. So, you know, this is just, I feel like this year I'm going to go a little bit more aggressively at it, especially since I'll be finishing school soon. And this is probably the most important part of this vision board. If you look closely, you see like a question mark with, it's like this question mark thingy has like a head inside. The reason for that is because sometimes we make these plans for ourselves. We have these ideas about how we want our lives to go, what it is that we want to do in the next couple of years, but then we never take into consideration that there is also a higher power, and there's some unknown factors that may just, you know, hit us out of nowhere. So this question mark is there to just constantly remind me to always make space for the unknown, to just keep in mind that I may have this plan for myself, but then that may not just be the bigger plan for me. God may always have another plan for you. God will always eventually God's plan will always come into fruition for you. So that's just, that question mark is just constantly to remind myself that make space for the unknown. Make sure that you are always prepared for circumstances that may come your way as you're, trying to achieve certain things, and just, take it as part of life. This is like my way of unknowingly planning for the unknown. The reason for that question mark is just to make sure that you are leaving enough space for flex. It's just to prepare your mind to be flexible, to expect that things may not go the way that you want them to go. Something may come up, just for the unknown. Basically, that's what that's for. So as you make your plans, just make sure that you know that it may not go that way. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my vision board for this year. Just basically, I think it's mainly just career driven for this year. It's really nothing too serious, and just all about loving yourself, refocusing, whatever the case may be. Just it for me this year, because last year was not a funny year. Last year was not funny. Like, you had COVID and all the last year really tested a lot of things for me, and I went through some things that just So yeah, I feel like I wanted to go into this year just kind of refocusing myself and just making sure that my personal life was fine and I was keeping my head in the right direction. So this is basically what my vision board does for me. This personally works for me, because if I wake up every morning and I see these things, then I'm a little bit more motivated to just say, okay, these are my goals for the year, and these are things I want to make sure I'm putting energy into. Now, just as a side note, just because you put something on your vision board doesn't mean that it has to happen. Doesn't mean that you have to put unnecessary pressure on yourself to make sure that that thing happens. Just be realistic. That's the best thing I can say. Be realistic with your goals, with things that you're doing. Just because you see it and you say, oh, I want it to happen, doesn't mean that it's going to happen right now. The important thing is that you are putting in the work and you are putting in the effort to make sure that things work out. And sometimes that might not just be, like I said, it may not be the plan for you. So always bear in mind that yes, it's on my vision board, but then it may not happen. But the point of it being in your vision board, it means that you want to work towards it. Try your best to work towards it. But if it doesn't happen this year, it can happen next year, it can happen in the next 2 years. It doesn't really matter. As far as you are giving your all and you are putting yourself out there, then you will be fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my vision board. My vision board is digital this year. It's not the usual cut and paste that nobody really has to understand your vision board. As far as it makes sense to you, then that's fine. When you do this, you pray on it, make sure that you always include God in everything. I enter preacher mode. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Vision boards are there to help you, like you say, visualize the things that you want for yourself, the places that you want to go to, and to make sure that you are constantly reminded to put in the work and stuff that you're doing. So yeah, okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video with me rambling on. This is not like the typical hair videos that I usually do. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope this helps you prioritize your year, or if you are going to make a vision board, then I hope this kind of gives you some prospects as to how it is you're supposed to make it and the things that you're supposed to be doing. And yeah, just good vibes throughout 2021. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you click the bell like button downstairs. Hey God. This is so weird to do like this. Like, I've forgotten how to film all of a sudden. But yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you have turned on your notifications so that you'll be notified every time that I post. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.